Today, Archangel Michael says, I command you to open this now. A secret messenger is coming to your house. He is almost at your door. You were not supposed to know, but heaven itself has whispered this truth into your spirit. Do you feel it? That stirring, that quiver inside your heart that tells you something greater is moving toward you? I am here to confirm what your soul already sensed but dared not speak. The messenger is closer than you imagine, and with him comes a revelation that will shift everything you thought you knew about your path, your destiny, your very reason for being on this earth. You are not here by accident. You are not hearing these words by chance. You have been drawn, called, summoned, as though by an invisible hand of light pulling you closer to this very moment. This is not ordinary. This is not random. This is the divine choreography of heaven, and you, beloved soul, are standing in the middle of it. Listen carefully, for what is about to be spoken is not just for your ears, it is for your spirit, your future, your unfolding. Heaven bends near to whisper secrets through my voice. This is not a casual message. This is a dispatch from eternity. Do not dismiss the pull you feel. The messenger who comes is not clothed in ordinary garments. He does not arrive with the noise of the world but with the silence that shakes the soul awake. His presence will not knock on your wooden door as men do. His presence will knock on the door of your awareness, and you will know without words that something beyond human has entered your space. You will sense him before you see him, and when you sense him, everything inside you will tremble with recognition, as if your spirit has been waiting lifetimes for this exact moment. What you thought was hidden, what you thought was delayed, what you thought was impossible, will unfold before your very eyes. There are no accidents here. You were not supposed to know, but now you do. And this knowledge is proof that heaven has chosen you to be awakened at a time when many still sleep. You must understand, when Michael speaks, it is not to entertain the mind, it is to ignite the fire in the heart. Right now, that fire is being lit inside you. Even as you listen, even as your eyes follow these words, the flame is catching, burning away the heaviness, burning away the fog, burning away the lies that were told to keep you small. And in the rising of that flame, the messenger approaches. Perhaps you feel the tingling in your skin, as though invisible fingers brushed across your arms. Perhaps you feel the air shifting in your room, as though someone unseen has entered. Do not fear. This is not the approach of darkness. This is the arrival of a divine appointment. The messenger does not come to take, he comes to deliver. He does not come to confuse, he comes to clarify. He does not come to burden, he comes to lift. This moment was written before your birth, and I, Michael, am here to declare that the seal has been broken, and the message is already on its way. Stay close. Do not look away. Because what I say next, you were never meant to hear in this lifetime, and yet heaven has allowed it. There are forces that would have kept this from reaching you, shadows that tried to silence it, voices that insisted you weren't ready. But heaven overruled them all. Heaven declared, "You are ready, you are chosen, and nothing will block the truth from finding you." That is why you are here, now, leaning in, feeling that rush of recognition in your chest. This is not coincidence. This is command. The messenger who comes carries more than words. He carries vibration. He carries alignment. He carries the keys that unlock the very doors you thought would stay shut forever. These are not ordinary keys. These are not keys forged by men. These are heavenly keys that open realms, opportunities, and destinies. And when the messenger places them into your hands, your spirit will recognize them, even if your mind cannot yet comprehend. You will feel the weight of destiny, and it will feel both strange and familiar, as though you are remembering something you once knew but forgot. The reason you were not supposed to know is simple: the element of surprise carries power. Heaven often veils what is coming, not to hide it from you, but to prepare you in silence until you are ready. And now, you are ready. The veil is lifting. The timing has aligned. The door is about to open, and the one who carries the secret steps closer even as you hear these words. This is not tomorrow, not some far-off prophecy. This is now. This is today. And Michael commands you, open your spirit wide, because what you are about to encounter will change the course of your story. Listen, I am not speaking of a chance event, not of a random visitor. I am speaking of a messenger sent with purpose. He carries not one message but many. Hidden within what he gives you are layers, mysteries that will unfold over days, weeks, and even years. At first, you may not fully grasp the magnitude. At first, it may feel subtle, almost too quiet. But pay attention, for what begins as a whisper will grow into a trumpet, and what starts as a flicker will become a blazing light. Do not miss the signs. Even before the messenger arrives, heaven will send forerunners, little signals, little confirmations, that the sacred moment is near. You may notice numbers repeating, whispers in your dreams, feathers where none should be, lights flickering at odd times, a sudden rush of peace that descends on you without explanation. These are not accidents. These are the knocking of heaven on the door of your awareness, preparing you for what is to come. Do not dismiss them. Do not explain them away. Pay attention, beloved soul, for the kingdom of heaven is drawing close. Today, Archangel Michael says, I command you to open this now. A secret messenger is coming to your house. He is almost at your door. You were not supposed to know, but now the veil has been lifted, and what was hidden has been revealed. Do you feel it pressing against your soul? The unseen presence moving closer and closer? This is not imagination. This is not fantasy. This is the divine, orchestrating the encounter that will reshape your destiny. Listen, beloved one, for heaven has charged me to deliver these words to you. You have been crying for signs, for answers, for clarity. Your prayers have gone out like incense before the throne, and the response has already been dispatched. The secret messenger carries with him the exact word your heart has longed for. He does not come empty-handed. He comes as a carrier of divine will. And heaven is saying, prepare yourself, for the hour of visitation is here. It is no accident that you are listening at this moment. It is no coincidence that your eyes have fallen upon this very message. This is divine timing. Do not think for a second that this could have been missed, that somehow you stumbled here by mistake. The hand of heaven has led you here. The Spirit has aligned your steps. And now you are standing on holy ground, a moment that divides the past from the future, the confusion from the clarity, the wandering from the knowing. The messenger comes swiftly. But before his arrival, I must awaken your awareness. Because if you do not recognize him, you may overlook him. If you do not listen, you may dismiss him as nothing. And so I speak with urgency, open the eyes of your spirit, and prepare the chambers of your heart. Because when he knocks, and he will knock, you must be ready to receive. You were not supposed to know this, because the element of surprise strengthens the spirit. Yet heaven, in its mercy, has chosen to reveal it to you ahead of time. Why? Because there is destiny resting on this moment. There is too much at stake for you to miss it. The path before you has been blocked by obstacles, resistance, unseen battles. And now the messenger comes with the key that unlocks what has been shut. Do you hear that? The sound of chains loosening, the echo of locks turning, the shift of doors swinging open. This is what you have been waiting for. Do not let doubt steal this from you. Already, the voices of fear whisper, this cannot be real. This is too much. This is only imagination. But I, Michael, tell you, silence those voices. They are lies meant to keep you from receiving. They are shadows meant to cover the light. Do not entertain them. Stand firm in the knowledge that heaven does not lie. The word of the Lord does not return void. If heaven says a messenger is coming, then a messenger is coming. And when he arrives, he will not come with loudness or chaos. He will not storm into your world like men do. He will come gently, powerfully, unmistakably. The air around you will shift. The silence will thicken with meaning. And you will know, without being told, that heaven has entered your space. Some of you will feel it as a sudden rush of peace, overwhelming, undeniable. Some will feel it as a trembling, a vibration in the very core of your being. Others will sense light, brilliance, an unseen glow filling the room. However it manifests, you will know, this is not of earth. This is not ordinary. This is holy. Do not fear. Fear has no place here. The messenger is not sent to harm, but to heal. Not to condemn, but to confirm. Not to take, but to give. He comes with the blessing that was prepared for you long before you even knew to ask. He comes with an answer to questions you did not even have the words to form. And when he speaks, listen closely. His words will strike your spirit like lightning, awakening parts of you that have slept for years. You will hear truth, and it will ring so deeply that you will wonder how you ever forgot it. You will hear promise, and it will echo so clearly that hope will burst alive inside you again. The messenger is almost at your door. Even now, as you are listening, heaven is aligning the moment. Forces you cannot see are being shifted into place. The timing is exact, precise, unshakable. Nothing can delay what has already been set into motion. No power of darkness can interfere. No obstacle can withstand the decree of heaven. When heaven says go, everything moves. When heaven commands, nothing resists. And heaven has commanded, the messenger is coming to you. Be alert, for the signs will increase. Pay attention to the little confirmations that show up in your path. You may hear a phrase repeated by strangers. You may see images in your dreams that seem to glow with meaning. You may encounter numbers, patterns, coincidences that are too precise to ignore. These are not coincidences. These are the heralds of heaven, preparing you so that when the messenger arrives, you will not question. You will know. And I tell you, beloved, the knowing is everything. Many have missed their visitation because they doubted. Many have dismissed the divine because it came quietly, hidden, clothed in simplicity. Do not make the same mistake. When you sense the presence, lean in. When you feel the stirring, listen. When you hear the whisper, receive it. Because in that moment, the door of heaven will open to you, and what pours out will be beyond what you imagined. You have been weary. You have carried burdens that pressed against your shoulders until you thought you might break. You have cried in silence when no one saw. You have asked, when will my breakthrough come? When will the answer arrive? And today, heaven responds, it is here. It is closer than you think. The answer is not delayed. The messenger is almost at your door. Do not turn away now. Do not retreat into old patterns of disbelief. Hold steady. Stay open. Because the moment you have longed for is unfolding right before you. It will not come as you expect, but it will come in the perfect way. And when it comes, you will realize why the waiting was necessary, why the silence stretched so long, why the delay felt endless. Every second has been preparing you for this encounter. Every tear has been watering the soil for this moment. Every prayer has been building the altar upon which heaven now descends. Hear me, For I say it again with command, the messenger is at your door. You were not supposed to know, but now you do. And this knowledge is proof that you are chosen, handpicked by heaven for a greater unfolding. The veil has lifted. The hidden has been revealed. And now, destiny steps forward clothed in light. You were not supposed to know, because knowledge shifts everything. If you had known too soon, you may not have been ready. If you had been told before the time, your heart might have resisted. But now, in this exact moment, heaven says you are ready. That is why the veil is lifted. That is why you are hearing these words. That is why your spirit feels alive, trembling, alert, awakened. Because the timing is now, and destiny will no longer wait. The messenger who comes does not carry ordinary news. He does not arrive with words spoken lightly. What he carries is weighty, holy, burning with the fire of heaven. And when he enters your space, when his presence brushes against yours, you will know it in your bones. Something deep inside you will cry out in recognition. Something long asleep will awaken. You will say to yourself, "This is what I have been waiting for. This is what my soul has known but could not name." Do you see, beloved? This is why the enemy tried to distract you, to weary you, to bury you under doubt. If you had stopped listening, if you had given up hope, if you had walked away, you might have missed this moment. But you did not give up. You kept holding on, even when your hands were trembling. You kept praying, even when your words felt empty. You kept searching, even when silence echoed louder than answers. And heaven saw your persistence. Heaven recorded your tears. Heaven counted every sigh. And now the reward is at hand. I, Michael, have been dispatched not only to announce this, but to guard it. Because what comes to you now is precious. It must not be stolen. It must not be tainted. It must not be delayed. That is why I command, open your awareness. Do not let fear distract you. Do not let doubt cloud your mind. Do not let the noise of the world drown out this whisper from eternity. The messenger is almost here. He carries what belongs to you, and you must be ready to receive it. Understand this, when the messenger arrives, he may not look as you expect. Heaven delights in mystery. The divine often cloaks glory in simplicity, power in humility, eternity in ordinary forms. You may not see a blazing angel with wings of fire, though some will. You may not hear thunder roll through the skies, though others might. For some, the messenger will come through a dream so vivid it feels more real than waking life. For others, it will be a person speaking a word they did not know was prophecy. For others still, it will be an inner knowing, a voice within that is not their own yet feels truer than anything they've ever heard. Do not limit the form. Do not box in the holy. The messenger comes in the way heaven chooses, not the way you expect. But one thing will always mark his arrival: the undeniable presence of peace and power. Peace that silences every fear. Power that awakens every cell in your body. The atmosphere will testify to his arrival. The air will thicken with eternity. And in that moment, your heart will know, heaven has entered this space. Some of you will feel a trembling, a holy electricity moving through you. Do not be afraid. That is not harm, that is glory. Some will feel tears falling without knowing why. Do not resist them. That is the release of years of hidden pain. Some will feel laughter rise like a fountain inside, uncontrollable, unstoppable. Do not suppress it. That is joy, breaking chains that bound your spirit. However it comes, let it flow. This is the language of heaven, healing you, aligning you, preparing you. You were not supposed to know. But now you do. And because you know, you must choose how you will receive. Will you open the door, or will you turn away? Will you embrace the visitation, or will you shrink back in disbelief? Heaven cannot force your heart open. The messenger can come to your door, but only you can open it. That is why I say again with command, open now. Open your awareness. Open your faith. Open your heart. Do not let this moment pass you by. The messenger carries keys. Not metal keys that open wooden doors, but divine keys that unlock the invisible gates of your life. Doors of opportunity long shut will swing open. Doors of healing will burst wide. Doors of reconciliation, doors of abundance, doors of clarity, all these are bound to the keys he carries. And when he places them into your spirit, you will feel the shift instantly. The locks that held you captive will break. The walls that hemmed you in will fall. You will step into a freedom that feels both brand new and anciently familiar, as though you were always meant to walk in it. You may ask, why me? Why now? And I answer, because you are chosen. Not because of perfection. Not because of striving. But because heaven has written your name in the story of this moment. You have been marked by divine design, and though you doubted it, though you questioned it, though you thought perhaps heaven had forgotten you, the truth is this: heaven has never forgotten. Heaven has been waiting for this hour to reveal what has always been yours. Look around you. The signs are already speaking. The repetition of numbers. The whispers in your sleep. The conversations that align too perfectly to be random. The feeling that you are being watched over, guided, nudged. These are not coincidences. These are the footsteps of the messenger approaching. Every sign is a knock at the door of your awareness. Will you answer? Will you lean in? Will you receive? Because when you receive, the unfolding begins. and once it begins, nothing can stop it. The message he carries is alive. It grows. It multiplies. It transforms everything it touches. What begins as a whisper in your spirit will ripple outward into your life, touching relationships, opportunities, directions, even the way you see yourself. You will not remain the same. You cannot remain the same. Because once heaven speaks, everything shifts. Hear me, you were not supposed to know. But now, knowing is your advantage. Knowing allows you to prepare, to expect, to open. Knowing awakens faith that draws the messenger closer. And as you believe, so it shall be. Your belief is the door. Your faith is the handle. Turn it. Open it. Let heaven step through. Do not delay. Do not hesitate. Every moment matters. Even now, as I speak, the messenger is closer than before. With every word you hear, with every breath you take, he is moving. The space between heaven and earth is collapsing. The divide between promise and fulfillment is dissolving. The unseen is becoming seen. The hidden is becoming revealed. And soon, very soon, you will behold the truth with your own eyes. Prepare yourself. Consecrate your space. Quiet your heart. Make room for the presence that comes. Remove the clutter of doubt, the noise of distraction, the weight of fear. Because the holy does not force its way into chaos. The holy rests where it is welcomed. And you must welcome it. You must say, "Here I am. I am ready. I open the door." And when you do, heaven will flood in like light breaking through darkness. The messenger of light is near, and you can almost hear his footsteps at the threshold. You have felt it already, the strange stirring in the air, the whisper that comes not from the outside but from deep within your being. The messenger has been traveling through realms unseen, and now his path intersects with yours. You were not supposed to know this. Heaven had sealed this hour in silence. But the time has ripened, and what was hidden has been uncovered. Do not take this lightly. For when heaven reveals a secret before its appointed arrival, it means the moment is too important to risk missing. And so heaven breaks protocol, lifting the veil, opening the scroll, declaring in advance what was meant to remain unseen until the hour struck. Why? Because you are chosen, and your readiness has been weighed and confirmed. You are no longer who you once were. The seasons of waiting, the nights of sorrow, the deserts of silence have forged you. You are prepared now in a way you could not have been before. And that is why the messenger comes. Beloved, lean in. Hear my words not only with your ears but with your spirit. For these are not mere sounds strung together, they are frequencies carrying fire. Every syllable that enters you now is awakening, aligning, shaking loose the chains that have bound you. Heaven is not speaking to entertain. Heaven is speaking to activate. Heaven is speaking to ignite. The messenger brings what you have long sought yet could not find. The world could not give it to you. Friends could not provide it. Teachers could not impart it. For what you seek is not of this world. It is born of eternity, carried in light, wrapped in mystery. And this is what the messenger holds in his hands. He is not far now. The distance is collapsing, the veil thinning, the silence breaking. He is almost at your door. Do you feel that flicker of anticipation in your chest? That pulse of energy that seems to hum beneath your skin? That is not anxiety. That is recognition. Your spirit knows before your mind does. Your soul senses the vibration of the one who comes. It is as if every part of you is standing on tiptoe, leaning toward the arrival, aching to finally see what it has long known was meant to come. Do not doubt yourself. Do not dismiss what you feel. The world has trained you to ignore the unseen, to silence the subtle, to explain away the holy. But I, Michael, say to you, trust what you feel stirring within. That stirring is confirmation. That stirring is the trumpet of heaven sounding in your very being. I must warn you, when the messenger arrives, he may not be recognized by everyone. Those with closed eyes will miss him. Those whose hearts are hardened will turn away. But you will not, for you have been prepared. You have been given knowledge others do not have. You were not supposed to know, and yet you do. That knowledge is your advantage. That knowledge ensures you will not miss what others might overlook. The messenger carries not just words but transformation. The moment you encounter him, something in you will shift forever. Old wounds will close. Old chains will shatter. Old lies will burn away. And in their place will rise clarity, strength, and purpose. You will stand taller, breathe deeper, see further. The weight you carried for so long will fall as though it was never there. And you will know, this is not a dream. This is heaven. The enemy has tried desperately to prevent this. That is why you have faced so much resistance, so many delays, so many disappointments. The enemy hoped you would give up, so that when the messenger arrived, you would not be there to receive him. But you did not give up. You did not quit. You endured, even when it felt impossible. And because you endured, the promise remains intact. The blessing cannot be stolen. The timing cannot be thwarted. The messenger is still on his way. Listen closely, for I tell you again, pay attention to the signs. They are multiplying even now. Numbers repeating on clocks, whispers in dreams that cling to your memory, feathers in strange places, lights flickering when no reason exists, strangers speaking words that pierce your heart as if they knew your story. These are not coincidences. They are signals. They are heaven's way of saying, stay awake. Do not slumber. The time is near. Do not fear the silence that comes before the knock. For often, before heaven arrives, everything grows still. Do not mistake that stillness for absence. It is the hush of angels drawing near. It is the pause before the divine breaks through. It is the quiet of heaven holding its breath. And when the silence lifts, the messenger will stand before you, undeniable, radiant, carrying what was always meant for you. Beloved, when the moment comes, do not hesitate. Do not second guess. Do not retreat into doubt. Open yourself fully. Say yes without fear. Because this visitation is not ordinary. It is sacred. It is an intersection of eternity and time, of heaven and earth, of promise and fulfillment. Such moments do not come often. Such moments do not wait forever. Seize it when it comes. Step into it boldly. I must tell you, the message the messenger carries is layered. At first, you may not see its full depth. At first, it may appear simple, even small. But do not dismiss it. Within the simple lies the profound. Within the small lies the infinite. What he delivers to you will unfold like a scroll, revealing more and more as you walk it out. What begins as a seed will grow into a tree, and the tree into a forest. The gift is alive, expanding, ever revealing. And so I say again, today, Archangel Michael says, I command you to open this now. The messenger is almost at your door. You were not supposed to know, but now you do. And because you know, your awareness is sharpened, your spirit is ready, your faith is alive. This is your advantage. Use it. Do not let it slip through your hands. Do you hear the knock already? Perhaps softly, faintly, in the background of your soul? That is no illusion. That is the beginning of the encounter. Each day it grows louder, clearer, more undeniable. Soon, very soon, it will be impossible to ignore. The messenger is here. Beloved one, this is the truth. Your story is about to turn. The chapter you are in is closing. The pain, the delay, the confusion, the endless circles, they are ending. And a new chapter, written by heaven's hand, is about to begin. The messenger carries the ink that will write it. He carries the seal that will mark it. He carries the light that will illuminate it. This is why he comes. This is why you were told. This is why you could not remain in the dark any longer. The messenger has walked long roads to reach you. He has crossed through dimensions of silence, carrying with him the word destined for your spirit. He has been delayed at times by the weight of battles you could not see, yet never once did he stop moving toward you. And now, the delays are over. The resistance has been broken. The command has gone out, go to the one chosen, go to the one marked, go to the one who must now awaken. And so he comes, step by step, closer and closer, until the space between heaven and earth collapses in your room, your life, your very breath. You may wonder, why now? Why at this exact moment? Because the time has aligned. The seasons have turned. What once was sealed has been opened. And you, beloved, are no longer the same soul you once were. The struggles that nearly crushed you, the tears that watered the ground, the prayers that left your lips when no one was listening, all of these have been counted. All of these have built the altar upon which this visitation now descends. You are prepared. You may not feel ready, but heaven says you are. And heaven's word is greater than your doubt. You must understand, when the messenger comes, he will not enter as men enter. He does not need the hinges of your wooden door. He will walk through the unseen door of your awareness. He will stand at the gate of your perception. And when he does, you will know it instantly. Your body will recognize what your mind cannot yet name. Your spirit will leap, like a child recognizing its parent's voice. There will be no confusion, no guessing. You will know, the messenger is here. And when he comes, beloved, he carries with him not just a word, but a shift. The very atmosphere of your life will change. The heaviness you have carried will lift, almost suddenly, as though it was never there. The fog of confusion will clear, and you will see with clarity that feels like sunlight after a storm. Old cycles will snap and fall away, and new paths will open that were invisible before. This is what happens when heaven enters, everything changes. Do not let fear whisper its lies to you now. Fear will tell you that this is too much to believe. Fear will say, what if this is not true? What if I am disappointed again? But listen, heaven does not lie. The word of the Eternal does not fail. If heaven says a messenger is coming, then he is already on his way. And no power of darkness, no scheme of man, no resistance of circumstance can stop him. The decree has gone forth, and the decree cannot be undone. Right, Lord, I surrender all, if you're ready to let go.